Hey Saber World, it's Josh again. This time I am reviewing the Mitsurugi 3K from Vader's Vault. So, this is about as long as their Ardent, their other hilts. Let me just turn it this way so you can see. So the emitter comes at an angle. And then here's the Suba right here. And then right here is shrouded to fit over this. And then you have a AV switch right here that is recessed, which is really nice for dueling. You have the auxiliary switch right here, which is great for dueling. And then it gets a little thinner, still textured, and then it widens out. So there is a lot of detail on here. There is a lot of great little detail on here. And it's very grippable. This is grippable. This is grippable. This is all grippable. So it makes for a good grip when you're holding it. And then right down here is the vented pommel. So this is carrying a Crystal Shard 3.0. Now I got to admit, let me back up so you can actually see me. I have to admit, the sound is definitely noticeably better. You might have seen David's video about the difference. It really is noticeable. If you're a sound person, you can definitely tell. So without further ado, let's turn it on.
Loaded. System ready.
So this is a I'm sorry, I repeated myself. So on the Crystal Shard 3.0, you can have 6 sound fonts. What you're going to hear from here is sound fonts from saberfont.com. So that was Swarm. And this is RGB, so it'll be a different color for Rogue. So here, let's put a blade in. So the first blade I'm going to put in is a TCSS. So right here is the blade retention screw. You cannot take it out. So you get it in there, you cannot take it out. So when you're loosening and tightening, just be wary of that you can't take it out. Yeah, so the first blade we're going to do is TCSS. I do like that the blade socket's deep, and it also has a nice tight fit for the blade. Alright, so here's Rogue. So another thing that I noticed and that I even asked Alan about is how loud it is. It is a loud saber. And I think it partially is because if you look at the vent, so that's all vented. And it's glorious. It's a nice, really loud saber. So I tried to pick sound fonts that kind of had a sword feel to them. And as usual with Vader's Vault and their combat class, it comes with a chassis that holds the battery, the sound card, and the SD card. That's where you play around with the colors if you have an RGB saber. It's also where you play around with the sound fonts. And that fits in there really nice and snug. All right. Here we got Revolt. So what I really like is I really like the hand hold up here. It's really nice. And then you can hold it one-handed a little bit farther down. You could have a nice two-hand. Keep your hand at the bottom here. So yeah. Oh, this takes 1-inch blades. So here's something that I've had people ask me about, and yes, I'm sorry I haven't got to a photon comparison, but here is what there. Nice deep blade socket, and like I said, it's a nice tight fit. Here's a heavy grade photon. Now when you hit this baby with some blue, as Doc Brown said, you're gonna see some shit. Back to the Future references. I am quite a cultured mother lover, I tell you. Alright, so this is what a heavy grade photon looks like. So that's being hit with blue. Makes a nice green. I gotta tell you, I really like that. I really like the heavy grade photon because if you're planning on hitting anything against it, nice rounded tip, it really looks nice. And then you don't have to worry about anything. If somebody gets a stray shot on you, really nice. So that's what it looks like when you hit it with blue. This is red. It actually looks like a nice red. So if you're looking at, oh, I want to get a photon, but it's only going to look good in green, this is red. This is red right here. This is it looks red. So no worries there. Now the weight. The weight is something that I really also like about this saber. Has a really nice weight to it. This is their Imperial Knight. I kept this one on here because it just goes really well with a nice samurai cybernetic sword feel. So that's hitting the photon with white. Like a frost white. So honestly, I don't see a bad... Why would you not get a heavy grade photon? It looks great. It feels really good with the saber. I know, it sounds like I'm just trying to sell the heavy grade, but I get a lot of questions about the photon. And now that they have heavy grade, I completely recommend it. Have I dueled with it yet? No, because I want to keep it pretty, but I also want to duel with it, so maybe I'll get another photon and give it a shot. So, if you have any questions, of course, hit me up. Oh, the red one was a Korriban. You can find all of those on saberfont.com. And Imperial Knight is what they send with their sabers. So I'll just give a nice look at the hilt again. I'll be honest, I was kind of worried about what it would look like and what it would feel like. Because I was like, I don't know if this is me, but once they sent it to me, holy moly. I really like it. I really like the weight. I really like the size. Because, yeah, even for two-handers, you can put your hand up here on that pseudo suba, the suba. And you can put the other hand down here and you can pivot just fine. So, hit me up with questions below and I'll do my best to answer. Thanks, and may the Force be with you.